Hello, and I have something special, and it is called a review of the new Stargazer Cast Iron Skillet. I ordered this last September, and it is now almost July, and so it finally came in. And you know, I'm glad. I don't particularly like the looks of them and stuff like that, but I figure it's going to be pretty unique and wanted to add it to my collection. So this is the opening. I ordered mine with bare, so no seasoning, right? So we'll see what this is like. The box looks pretty janky. Doesn't look like, well, and it's not. It's just a skillet in a box. That's awesome. So chances are, you know, I've shipped a lot of skillets. Whenever you send them like this, they can tend to crack and stuff. All right. So, anyway, on with it. It comes with, dun dun dun, a Crispy puck. Right? I've read about these, heard about these, and some people like them for seasoning. I've never used it. All right, so let's open up the skillet. All right, so yep, it is nicely oiled with something. I don't know what, but I don't care either. But it is very much oiled. The casting looks pretty cool. I like it. It's unique. It's pretty smooth on the bottom. It's odd that it's so smooth on the bottom because I don't know, it looks like it's been ground on the bottom somewhat. Not a whole lot, but some. You know, it's not all the way around. So that's pretty cool. I dig it. I like it. The inside, definitely nice and smooth. Got a rolled over edge like that. The handle's kind of funky. Don't know what I think about that or anything. But, there you go. That's the new Stargazer Cast Iron Skillet. And, as a bonus with this video, I've been holding this kind of close to my chest, this bit of knowledge, for various reasons. But anyways, I am going to show you right now, in getting this bare Stargazer Cast Iron Skillet, how to properly season a skillet that has been polished shiny like this. Alright? See, it's nice and shiny. So what you gotta do, first off, is you take it, put it in your oven. Put your oven on self-clean. And walk away. Alright? The deal is you have to get the skillet hot enough for it to actually turn a dark gray. If it didn't turn dark gray, then you didn't get it hot enough. Not every stove is going to be capable of doing this. So it's called like conditioning or annealing the metal, sort of like annealing, and that is what's going to allow it to really grab the seasoning, and the seasoning will stick to it. Note to you guys out there that are going to do this process, make sure you've got your effing fan on effing high and have some set up like this from the very first minute that you start this up, because the oil that's on there stinks and it's burning off in the oven right now, and it is wretched. I mean, it smells like motor oil. I don't know what it is, but it does not smell like normal oils that I usually put on my cast iron. So, that being said, it's baking. It always stinks, but this stuff stinks particularly bad. So, vent it. Okay, it is the next day, and I have the skillet hanging from my wife's bird feeder thing. Anyways, and I found a new way of seasoning that I really have grown quite fond of here lately, and it's just simply taking canola oil spray and spraying it. It's so much easier, and it actually works really well. Gets in all the cracks. The only thing with this is you get a lot on there, and so you need to let it hang for 30 minutes or so, let it all drip off really good. Or I guess you could just wipe it off with a towel, you know. Now, I noticed something about this, and it didn't seem to get quite as dark as like the lodges do whenever I do this, the lodge cast iron. Anyways, I have a theory that it's because they're using ductile iron. I don't know if that's real or not. Basically, we'll know if we season it and it never really gets black. Excuse me. And ductile iron is technically a better iron. It's higher grade. It's stronger. I believe it has nickel. It has more nickel in it, but I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me. But I do know it's harder, stronger iron, and so therefore, for most purposes, it's actually considered a higher grade of cast iron, and it's better. However, I've always felt like it's not as good for cooking because it's too hard and it won't, the seasoning won't adhere to it quite as well. But I don't know, we'll see. My hopes are high with this skillet. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna do my typical seasoning. If you haven't seen my seasoning videos, I'll put a link somewhere floating around my head or something, and you can link to that video, and I'm gonna 2 or 3 times season this up and then show you the results. This is the skillet, and I think it looks really good. It's really smooth, and it's smooth in a way kind of like the old stuff was. There's no lines in it, nothing. It's got 2 coats of seasoning on it, and we're gonna cook an egg, see how it does. And I know a lot of you guys are like, ooh, why'd you use cooking spray? Whatever. What kind of weirdo never uses cooking spray? I don't know. It's just canola oil, so. Oh. Anyways, so I cooked 2 rounds of eggs in it, and I've eaten, but I can still pick it up. So that handle stays nice and cool. It is a little bit warm, but I mean, I'm holding it. You're seeing me do it. And clean up nice and easy. I like it. The inside, now the outside, you know, I kind of prefer a more traditional look to my skillets and stuff, like the old Griswolds. But aside from the look of it, which honestly I think is cool too, it's unique, they're doing a different thing, but it's not exactly my style. My style is going to be like, you know, the old stuff. But the inside seems just like an old Griswold, but quite honestly better. More curves to it, more curves on the lip. It's very nice. So, my suggestion, buy a Stargazer. It's a damn nice pan. So anyways, there you go.